So let us look at the Indian context and see where I would say in the middle class segment, correct me if I'm wrong, but since there are no stats, I will try to assume that 99% of the control lies with the children and not with the parents. Believe me, I think the Indian scenario is even more scary because most parents learn from the children instead of the other ways. So we really need to kind of look at it and like Raj also said, we need to learn. So how are we going to do that? I'll just give a brief about what we do. The Solution Exchange is an initiative of the UN in India. It's unique to the UN itself because it was the first time the United Nations body looked at what is it that we can do with almost developing nations. And India came out with a red flag up there because with so many years of trades and put money into it. And there were people who understood this in the hierarchy, and they said, look, maybe we are doing something wrong. And they said, well, you know. So, but the point we are trying to make is that this is about knowledge. Appropriate knowledge, sharing of knowledge, bringing the knowledge within the country to a higher level of discussions. So this is how the Solution Exchange was formed. And there are various thematics in this group. So we have HIV/AIDS, we have food and nutrition, we have ICT4D, which is cross-cutting. That means I have my hands in every pie. So I'm just going to give a few stats, and I'll tell you why I'm giving you the statistics. We have about 3,000 members online now, only for the ICT community. And if you look at the breakup that we have, North India is about 1,000 odd people. Now this is inclusive of Delhi, where we have a large section of our members. East India, 349. I do not know why we always low on the East Indian side. Maybe it was because after the East India company went away, they didn't get online after that. But South India is 900. West India is 147. Again, probably low. They are focused professionals or individuals who are talking about ICT for development, and they engage in all the discussions that we have. So anything that we do and work with them probably goes out to a whole lot of other networks. We also know that much of our output products, what we call the reports that we do after the discussions that we have online, are used by other networks, and they're also posted online to other people. So these are all change agents, and they are influential people in the communities that they come from. They have their own communities, although they are part of our community. Like this, we have got 10, now I think 11 communities now got climate change awareness. You know, as a starting point, can we put all these people together, say, talk about this everywhere in India? So what can we do there? You know, I think, of course, all of us are talking about this. Identify risks and vulnerabilities to children in cyberspace. I think Raj has already said a few things about that. There are a lot of statistics there. Create awareness, develop practical tools to help minimize risk. Dr. Gulshan already mentioned those things. Share knowledge and experience. I would look at those two things in a different color because that's exactly where the Solution Exchange, I felt, could really push for and bring about that awareness. We actually engage in very asking all our members to say, hey, do you know something, or is there something that we can do? And we could do that. We have discussions. We could carry a whole lot of discussions right across probably all the thematics and say, look, can it be done? The last part is something that we started doing a year ago, which was not really part of the mandate of the Solution Exchange in terms of we were just there as knowledge facilitators and nothing more than that. But then we found that some of the members wanted to go beyond just discussions and go into action. So we started working on various issues. One of the best ones that I'm very fond of is our work which we did with our members on universal accessibility, which was a discussion we started 2 years ago, became, it was started as a problem. I think Tulika has been so electronic accessibility for all. Huge process. It took us 2 years to come there. And the last meeting we had in DIT, when they put out the points of what they would look at, believe me, every one of them came out of the discussion. I didn't even have to open my mouth because they had just taken it out from there and put it there. And that was the amazing part. It's not what we did, but it's all the community of practice which added value. And this is a point which, in yesterday's discussion, what Tulika said, involvement of them in this whole knowledge sharing process. So I think that is what we're talking about. We're talking about getting the voices and understanding of the larger community into it, get them together, and go forward there. So I think this collaborative project is what I'm looking forward to see here. And hopefully I would like to, there are quite a few people in my life, but also it's a call to every nation in this world who is a part of the United Nations to look at this. And before I end, one more point is that the internet we have inherited from the developed world. Let's take the good out of it. Let's not recreate the mistakes that they have made. Let's be smarter. Let's do it better. And I think protect our children for the future. Thank you.